Yep, this is what we're currently dealing with. Good old snow. This weather sucks. All right, what's going on, guys? So tonight I ended up going to Speed Raceway in Horsham, and it's an electric go-kart place with some of the guys. And I ended up bringing my helmet, so I had the helmet cam mount, and we went go-karting. We did 2 races, and wasn't too bad. So here's some clips, and I'll let you guys know how I did after. Wait, what number am I? You gotta take your number. 32. 34.
Gira
Can't hear shit.
Gotta stay loose. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, wait, so we got no randoms this time.
Yeah, finally. So we can really kill each other.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's crazy. You're like, you hear me screaming? I did hear you screaming. You're like, yeah!
I was so hyped when I hit you.
You better watch your back.
Yeah, all right.
I think I'm in the back of the pack. Oh, you're so easy to spot. White shirt, white helmet.
Wait, I think I was 36, I think. Yeah.
Last one.
Oh, man. All right, all right. Dude, this thing rode so bad. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this one was rough. Dude, my throttle was like, I would let off and it wouldn't stop hitting the throttle. Oh, that was rough.
Well, that was wild. I had so many clean laps.
Dude, my cart was garbage.
I had like the best cart.
Yeah,
that was. I knew like coming out of here, I'd let go of the road. Just like,
yeah.
Dude, that car was fantastic.
Dude, mine was so bad.
Oh my god.
All right, so first race, I came in 6th out of 7 people. I had a decent cart, and all of our times were very close. And 6th place out of 7, did the full track in 19.988 seconds. And that put me actually in the 7th for the weekly, the best of weekly. Our whole team of guys stacked up on the weekly rankings at the place, which is pretty cool. Like, none of us are slow, but I'm slower than some of the other guys. The second one, I had a terrible cart, and actually a couple of us had really crappy carts. The alignments were off. Mine, when I would let off throttle, it wouldn't let off throttle. There was like a 2-second delay before the cart would actually start letting off throttle. So I was actually having to use the foot brake, and that totally screws you up there, I feel. But I ran like a 20.070, and I came in 5th out of 6. So, I mean, I still wasn't in last, but if you ain't first, you're last. So that is that. And now the other night I was working on the 3000 a little bit, tucked away over there, and I'm really working to try and bring that vinyl back to its original condition and nice, clean, shiny vinyl. So I'm gonna cut to that, and then that's gonna be all, guys, for this video. So here we are, cut back to a couple days from now. So it's been, I don't know, like a week or so since the last video. And man, has the weather changed up here. So in the last video, we were down at Chris's shop checking out his E36. You guys will probably be seeing more of that E36 as time comes and as he kind of builds that thing into like the drift beater thrash car that he wants it to be. But for the time being, it's about that time of the year, guys. So I'm back to daily driving the Suburban after it sat most of the summer, other than like beach trips and towing my car to the track and a couple mountain trips. But for the time being, I will be back in the Suburban. She's on winter duty now. It's actually snowing right now, but thankfully it's not laying, although I kind of wish it was. But the 3000 is wedged on in its usual winter hiding spot of the garage. And the Cadillac has been put away at a different location, and it'll be staying there for the winter. So it kind of sucks. This is my first. So last year I bought the Suburban. It's actually been just about a year since I've owned it. And I had the Cadillac parked here. I had the 3000 in the garage. And I was still able to, work on projects and stuff on the Cadillac and take it out whenever there wasn't salt in the road. But that was the first year that I didn't drive it through the winter. And this is actually going to be the first year that I put it away. And I'm sure you guys will see it here and there, but I actually put it away and I won't be driving it at all. So it's a little weird. A little weird that I can't just go out and rip around in it or work on it or anything like that. As for this thing, it's been sitting inside for about a week now. And, I literally put it away as it sat the last time. You guys saw in the last video with this car that I couldn't get the transmission to shift, and I still can't. It's still having issues. So this is going to be going over to Paulie's soon. And we're going to basically tear it apart, take the trans out, and try and figure out the issue that this car is having so we can get it fixed. I'm also going to try and straighten the car out a little bit. I got to pull the tube frame just a hair to the passenger side after I pushed everything in against the wall, and then get some new taillights, new rear bumper, new corner. But I'm going to leave it kind of how it sits like this for right now. With the corner damage, because I kind of like the way it looks, as crazy as that sounds. But I really want to get this car looking back to a super clean car like it did at the very beginning of this year coming out of the winter. That's going to include rewrapping some parts and cleaning up this vinyl. So one of the biggest things was when I wrapped the carbon fiber front fenders that went onto the car, the vinyl colors are two totally different colors. I have the spool sitting right here of the fresh vinyl, and it looked like fresh and then like a darker off-white for the older vinyl, because it was actually stained from sitting outside all summer and things like that when the motor was out of it. So I didn't think there was any way to clean that. I was like, ooh, this kind of sucks. I'm just gonna have to deal with it. So Kyle was messing around the one day with some rubbing compound, and he actually was able to polish the vinyl up very easily by just wiping over just lightly with some polishing compound, and he got it to match basically perfectly, and it made the rest of the car look brand new. But he only did one section on the hood and a little bit of the side. So I just went out tonight. I bought some turtle wax polishing compound and some fresh rags, and I'm just gonna go over the car, some of the car tonight, and try and clean it up a little bit, because again, it's snowing out, it's dark, and what else is there to do? All right, so I used just some spray detailer to wipe down the trunk lid and the rear quarter. Kyle went over the rear quarter back with a couple weeks ago. And then the trunk, you can kind of see, I don't know if you can or not, but let me bump in here. There it is. So on the trunk, I'm just going across here. You can kind of see the spotting and the staining. So that doesn't come out just with regular spray detailer. So that is what I'm going to try and get out with the polish. And additionally, we started with a more aggressive polish and more of a compound from Chemical Guys, and it was actually scratching the vinyl more after you were done. So we went to just the regular polish, which is a little less aggressive on the vinyl. But you basically just rub it in. I mean, it's easy as that. And I feel like you can already see on the camera like where I'm rubbing it in, how it's cleaning the vinyl up. And we just work our way around everything. I'll make like a halfway mark right here. I'll do everything before it. Oh wow, you can really see that in the camera now. So yeah, this is the color difference basically between the new vinyl and what my vinyl looks like after sitting outside for a summer, barely getting washed, and just kind of being abused. I didn't really take care of it as much as I should have throughout the summer. All right, so here's the aerial view. Don't mind these natties. Here's the aerial view though. of basically the whole thing. So Kyle did this over fender already. I just did this half of the trunk. That over fender and that half of the trunk have not been touched. And thank God for this iPhone wide angle lens. But you can see the color difference there. So it is possible to buff out vinyl just very lightly and bring it back to its, you know, super shiny, glossy state that it once was in.